And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 156 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's Pickett on the keeper. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
His kick is good.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
Third and 12. Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side to Mitchell.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
DC ready?
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
In motion, Aguilar. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Lamar changing the look.
Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Alex Highsmith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. On the give, this is Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 181 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Ready, set.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
To the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Kenny Pickett
scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Steelers extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
Jackson's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side. and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your